morning, everyone. My name is Carla, and you have reached my FlossTube channel, Carla Being Crafty, where I talk about mostly cross stitch, but also other crafts that I enjoy and a little bit of life thrown in. This is my FlossTube number 113, and it is Sunday, October 17th. We are well into, the spoopy Halloween season, and I am here for it. I am really kind of getting excited for Halloween. The weather here this past week, it was a little weird because it's always a little weird here, but it did finally start to cool off until Friday and Saturday. So it was kind of like mid 70s all week, which was kind of nice. We actually had a little bit of rain. And then Friday and Saturday it was 90. But today it's back to mid 70s. I think it's supposed to be mid 70s pretty much all week coming up. And which I really enjoy, sort of that, I like sunny but cooler weather. Although I do really love the rain too. And we're supposed to get some rain maybe on Wednesday morning. So I'm feeling the autumn. Looking forward to autumny things. I'm looking forward to Halloween with my niece and nephews and brother and sister, and I'm looking forward to sort of Thanksgiving coming up. All the things like that. I'm wearing my new Hocus Pocus t-shirt, which I was gonna save, and then I thought about it, and I'm like, if I save it and wear it only right before the actual October 31st, I'm only gonna get to wear it once. So you may see this again when I do that end of the month video, but I think it's really cute, and I love that movie. In fact, I keep seeing it when I go scrolling to find something to watch. I keep seeing it. I'm like, should I watch it yet? And it's like, no, it's a little too early. But I think maybe today. Maybe today's the day to watch it this year. So I want to say a big welcome to anyone who is new to my channel. I had a lovely shout out from Chris of Chris Cross Stitch, who is just, he's a doll. And we've talked about that before, and I know a lot of you guys agree with me. And he just shut up. I think he just started in June, and he's already super popular, floss tuber. But he did give me a lovely shout out, and then I noticed my subscriber count just going up. So thank you guys so much who came over to me from Chris's channel. I hope that you like what you see. I hope you hit subscribe, but if you didn't yet, please do that. Hit the like button and send me comments, because I do read and respond to all of my comments and love getting them. So thank you guys for coming by, and thank you, Chris, for being you and bringing back all the nostalgia to us. And I think I'm a couple years older than Chris, just a couple, but he talks about toys and events from his childhood, and that's pretty much, my era too. So I love it when he was talking about the spirograph, and I kept waiting for him to talk about a light bright, because that was one of the things that my brother and I really liked, but he didn't talk about the light bright. Hello, kitty boy. Yeah, he's here. He shows up when I start these videos now. I think he wants to be a YouTube star. What do you think? Anyway, I stayed home this weekend. Those of you who've been watching me for a while know that I normally kind of go over to my brother and sister-in-law's every other weekend and spend Friday night and Saturday night there, and drive home on Sunday to do my video. And this was a weekend to actually go over there, but I didn't. My brother and I think my niece were kind of feeling a bit sniffy. I had kind of little mild colds at the beginning of the week, and everybody's fine now. But I was a little, concerned that it was going to go through the family, and I was feeling a little sniffy. I think it's more the change of the weather. I don't think I was actually sick. I think it was just kind of a change of the weather thing. Plus, I've said for weeks now, my back has been bothering me. I think it's on the mend. Knock wood. But and I just didn't think that sleeping on the sofa was gonna help this weekend, so I just figured it would be better for everybody if I stayed home. And actually I got a lot of stuff done yesterday. Excuse me, speaking of being a little sniffy. I got a lot of stuff done yesterday. Well, not a lot. I got a lot for me. I was feeling very organizational, and I actually cleaned my whole craft area. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I kind of changed my setup here. It's easier to see some of my pieces now that were finished, for me to see them. I pulled out Hildy for the next month or so. And yeah, so I was kind of organizing all this stuff. Of course, I didn't really organize where I need to organize in my kitchen and put all this stuff away that's still sitting here on my table, but you know, baby steps. So I'm the only one who lives here, so I'm the only one I have to please, right? So yeah, I got a lot of stuff done yesterday, and made me feel a little bit accomplished. I have more stuff to do today. I have a lot of clothes to put away and fold and organize, and I want to do some more craft stuff and do a little bit in the kitchen, and I want to cook a little bit. I don't know if I've mentioned this. I probably have, because I talk about everything. So I actually am a pretty good cook. Always have been. You know, it's harder for me to cook for one because I'm used to, you know, cooking for a party kind of thing. But in the last couple of years, I haven't wanted to cook at all, like at all. And it's fine. I cook. I get more elaborate with my cooking, like when I've been on vacation with my family, because we've tended to go to places that were more like a rental house kind of thing. And so my brother's the cook of their family, and he said he learned from me, so that makes me feel really good. But when we have gone on these vacations, I've cooked stuff, but I haven't felt like cooking for myself at home. But I got myself a new toaster oven. I had a little one that was kind of like not very good at all, and I decided, you know what, I want a toaster oven that actually I can bake in. And so I got a slightly more elaborate model, not a huge model, you know, not hugely elaborate, but enough that it has settings to bake. Besides toasting, it can bake, and it can actually air fry. So I got some chicken wings. I'm going to try and air fry them today, without any oil or anything like that, just a little bit of seasoning, and see if it works. And you know, so I got some stuff to do some very mild putting together cooking and using my new toaster oven, and I feel like I'm kind of cooking kind of healthy food for myself, so that's cool. Let's see. I was on Cat Watch this week, talking about me being a little sniffy. I think Baggy had a little cold, or I don't know if he was having an allergy. Really, the only symptom was that he had a little bit of a weepy eye, and then he coughed. Now, if you don't have cats, you don't understand how distressing it is, because dogs cough, people cough, it's not that big a deal. Cats don't cough. So when cats cough, it's a deal. And he coughed like twice on somebody outside my apartment's talking. It's distracting me, sorry. He coughed like twice on, I think, Sunday night or Monday night. It was very distressing. I kept an eye on him. Then he was coughing in the middle of the night, and again, I was a little worried. Of course, the minute he coughed, then I was Googling, and, you know, like, oh my God, do I have to take him to the emergency room? You know, no. They were like, if he continues to cough for, like, you know, 4 days or whatever, then, you know, it's more serious. So of course I was on watch, and it also said, you know, other symptoms of them being ill, if they have a fever, if they're not eating, if they're a little lethargic. While I'm reading this, he's running around and playing with a toy, you know, asking for his food, going to his water dish. So he was doing all of his normal stuff, and he just had those 2 coughs, and then coughed in the middle of the night, and then nothing the next day. And then the next day he coughed again twice, and then there's nothing for the last 3 days. So I was on Cat Watch, and I was like really just observing him. I actually got one of those like aiming thermometers, because I read something that you could take a cat's temperature with that if you aimed it into their ear. It didn't work. I think you have to get some kind of like a proby thing to go in the ear, so it's more specifically veterinarian. But he's fine. His annoying self, but he was fine. But I was, you know, on that alert state to make sure that he wasn't sick. you know, I was like, I don't know how he could get sick, you know, like these, like a cat can catch cold from other animals and stuff like that, but he's never outside, except for when I had to take him over to Aaron and Stacy's when they were doing the exterminating thing here. But he wasn't exposed to any animals when I took him outside either. So I think what happened, because he tends to like to lick, I mean, you guys have seen, he gives kisses. He likes to lick blankets and stuff, and I think he got something in his throat that was irritating. I think he got like a fuzz from a blanket. Because the first time he coughed, it was like right after he was doing that, and I think that's what it was. But he seems to be fine now. No issues. He hasn't been off of his food at all. So anyway, okay. I just want to give you guys a reminder about the Zoom call, the Stitching Meetup that we have coming up on Friday the 22nd. So it will be at 6 p.m. California time. And I'm really excited to meet up with you guys again. The last time we did it was really fun. And so if you are interested in joining that Zoom, just please message me, private message me on Instagram, and I will send you the meeting ID and passcode to log on with us. My name on Instagram is Carla with a K. So. Okay, so I think that's it for all the preamble talk, and we can get into the stitching and crafting that I did this week. And not a ton. I was kind of tired when I would get home this week. Again, I think the change of the weather kind of knocked me out just a little bit. But I did actually work on several things. So yesterday in my organizational thing, I actually managed to fully finish my autumn leaves, to do the frame that I was talking to you guys about. I painted it and kind of did a little bit of dry brushing on it, and this is what it turned out like. So I am much happier than I was with the original frame and then the orange ribbon that I put on it. I think it looks much better. When I did the dry brushing, first I painted it. This was a white frame, and I did paint it kind of like a light, like an eggshelly cream color. So I took the whiteness out of it, and then I just did a little bit of dry brushing with just a dot. I took a dot of these three colors, the kind of orange, I had an orange yellow, and like a sea foamy green blue color, and I did the dry brushing with that. And then which you can kind of see that like right here, yeah, because I didn't do the brown all around the sides. And then I thought maybe it looked a little bit too spring, and I wanted to bring in a little bit more of the fall darkness or whatever, if that's the right word. So I did a little bit of dry brushing on top of that with the brown, and then I went back in with the cream and toned it down. But I do like the way it turned out. I think it looks way better than the other one. I like the little bit of dry brushing. There are certain areas with the brown, like over here especially, where it like looks really kind of like marbly, which I really like. I wasn't able to achieve that all over the whole thing, but I think it did turn out really nice. So I'm happy with that. Don't know exactly where I'm going to put it yet, but let's see. I'll put it right here for right now. Okay. So that was a fully finished now. I didn't manage yesterday to finish anything else that I have like 3 or 4 things that I need to frame, including something for Stacy, that's her project, and then the project that she made for me. I have all these frames sitting here. That is something that will get done soon-ish. Yeah. I still feel like I feel like I need a little bit more room to do framing and stuff, and I'm feeling still a little claustrophobic with all the stuff that still needs to be put away, so it'll get done. But I did have a new start this week. I know I'm like on this push to finish stuff, which would logically say that I shouldn't start new things, but you know, I get that bug in my ear and I went for it. So I started Mill Hill, the Mill Hill Coal, which is this cute little guy. And I have the set of the 4. Well, I thought I had the set of the 4. These are the other 3. I thought I had the set of the 4, and then when I pulled them out to decide which one to work on, I realized I had 2 of the same one, and then the other 2. So I was missing Smoky, which is this one. So, of course, I couldn't let it go. I ordered it, and I think it's sitting in my mailbox right now. But I put all 4 of them in this one bag because I think I want to just do them as one project. Some of the colors are the same, and I think for the most part they're using the same symbols, which is good. But I was able to use one of my new floss drop card things. I figured the little black cat here was appropriate. And so I started that. And I have a feeling these are going to be pretty quick. I mean, there's 4 of them, so of course that takes off some of the quickness there. But that's how far I got. And he looks like some kind of a potions bottle right now, but that is the cat body. And then he'll have a tail coming off this way, and then the 4 corner motifs, which are on all 4 of them. So that's just a little start that I couldn't even tell you why I got the bug in my ear to start, but I did. So that is Mill Hill Coal. Yesterday, but I saw, when I was doing my reorganization, I saw my diamond painting, my Halloween diamond painting sitting here. And I'm like, you know, if I don't work on this and get this done, it's going to be another year that I don't get to display it. So I went ahead and did a little bit more. I love this diamond painting. I hate this project. I mean, I love the way it looks. Hate working on it. So I am going to have to really, and I did. This is what I did last night. I'm gonna have to force myself, but I really want to get it finished. And seal it, because that's the problem, is that this is such bad quality that the diamonds are popping off everywhere, and it's like I don't even want to take it off my desk, because when I take it off my desk, it just, everything's falling off, and then I have to spend half an hour when I start diamond painting again to fix everything that fell off. So I'm going to try and work on this afternoon. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it this week, but I'm going to really kind of push on it, and then so I can seal it. And then I think I'm going to hang it outside my door. I would really hate if somebody took it, but I haven't had any problems in this neighborhood, in this complex that I live in. So I'm going to take that risk, and I think I'm going to hang it outside my door for the Halloween season. And I know they go around and they like give prizes for decorating your door, so maybe I would win $50 or something if they came around and were impressed by it. It definitely is very cute. So I worked on that yesterday, and I'm planning on working on that again today, because I really kind of just want to get a push on it. Get it done, get it sealed, so all this stupid diamonds stop popping off. Okay, the other projects I worked on this week, I worked on Night Creatures. This is by The Gathering Place. Night Creatures, Night Creatures. Yeah, every time I pull this out, I hear the Bee Gees. That's the Bee Gees, right? Yeah. Oh. Oh, goodness. All right. is just a tiny bit too small for this pattern. Okay. There we go. So I did actually work on this twice this week. The first night I did Stuff in the Moon, which is not impressive because it's hard to see, you know. I'm trying to do that little by little because that's not super fun stitching. But I did work on that one night, and then last night I finished, or mostly finished, the cat. There's some more accent stitches that go up here. And then the way this is charted, it's actually charted using, the cat is the same color as like the tree and everything. And then it goes into like this shadow here. So, but I wanted to use the purple for the cat, but then the shadow part, I'm going to go ahead and use that tree color. But, I think he looks really cute. Okay, so that was Night Creatures by the Gathering Place. Oops. Gosh, you guys, I am just dropping everything this morning. Oh, look, there's a needle on the floor. That's probably not a good thing to leave on the floor. Needle. Okay. I worked on Glendon Place's All Hallows Eve. And I worked some more on the ghost. I'm doing the ghost with a toile. So there is a little bit of sparkle to him. I don't know if you can see it. But I know I'm not going to get this done this year, but I definitely want to try and get the ghost done before the end of the month. And then I will probably put him aside until next summer, or the next time I feel like getting out the Halloween-y type stitching. So we had an interesting discussion on the last Zoom that I did. And I find it kind of fascinating, like the different ways that people stitch. Like, do you do all X's? Or do you, now I know most people, like if they're using an overdyed or something, then they'll do all the X's, you know, each individual X. But, you know, there's a lot of people who stitch in the rows and do a half stitch and then go back and cross the second leg. And I've never done that. When I started stitching, I kind of, I don't want to say I taught myself to stitch, because that sounds like, you know, I'm not some kind of like, you know, stitching like whiz or anything like that. But, you know, I kind of knew how to stitch from my childhood, and, you know, and cross stitch is pretty intuitive, and I just started doing it. And so I started stitching all X's, you know, each X individually, and that's how I do everything. I also don't tend to color complete. I do sections and kind of, you know, work around a project that way. And it was really interesting to talk to other people and find that usually people, there's a lot of people who don't stitch anywhere near the way I do that. They stitch across. I know when I've seen some floss strippers do their stitch with me's, they stitch in hand. They do where they're stitching the whole row, or they're stitching all the half legs first and then go back and cross them. So I just find it kind of interesting how, you know, do you do it different ways? Do you always do it the same way? What are the methods that you guys use? Because I stitch each cross, each X by itself. I stitch in kind of clumps. So I'll change colors. You know, if I'm working on the clump over here and there's 5 colors, you know, I'll change my colors. I mean, I usually will run out a thread if it's possible to go onto that same color nearby, but But yeah, that's just how I do it and how I've always done it. As far as stitching in hand, I tried, and I cannot do cross stitch stitching in hand. I can do needlepoint in hand, but not cross stitch. Okay, and the last thing I worked on this week that I'm on a push is my lavender roses. So did another big chunk. But again, not enough stitches to actually get this complete if I were to average out what I need. So we'll see. I think as it gets closer to the end of the year, then I might get a little bit more monogamous with this to try and get that finish. But I did work on this 2 nights this week. I think one night, it was the only project I worked on, and one night I worked on it for like an hour or so, and then I switched projects. But yeah, almost through that eye. Almost through that eye. So, lavender roses. Okay, so that was all the things I worked on this week. And I don't have any haul. Yeah, I think we're going to be having a short video today. I don't have any haul, except for the Mill Hill kit that is in my mailbox as we speak. So my plans, as I said, I want to try and get this diamond painting finished. I don't know if I'd be able to finish it today. That's like a big chunk, and it's a lot of just solid black, which gets a little tedious. But other than that, I just want to keep on keeping on. I didn't work on Cauldron Burn this week, but I do want to get this one done. I really want to get this done this month, so that is something I need to work on. This goes pretty fast, actually, when you work on it. So I don't think that is an unreasonable goal. I think I might be able to get this done with a couple of stitching sessions. So we'll see. Maybe I'll get that done this week. No promises, though. You know, best laid plans. So next weekend I will also be at home. I'm not going over to Erin and Stacy's until Halloween weekend. However, I'm supposed to be getting my first cat lady box this week. I think it's supposed to come Tuesday, and I'm so excited, and I want to open it with you guys. So I'm going to be doing a separate video for that. So I'm probably going to do the video right away because I'm going to want to open it. And then so look out for this week for me to post another kind of extra of the cat lady boxes. And then, yeah. And then I think on Halloween weekend, since Halloween's on a Sunday, I am going to do my video that week on Friday night. And then I will go over at Erin Stacy's Saturday morning instead of Friday night like I normally do, and come home Sunday night after the Halloween festivities. So so I will have an early video that week. I'm getting myself confused. Today is the 17th. So next Friday is actually, yeah, next Friday is the Zoom call. I was thinking that there would be another video before the Zoom call, but there will not be. So yes, so I don't have a chance to remind you guys again. So please message me on Instagram so you can get the code, so that we can meet up on Friday. Oh, I'm excited now. Okay, so I guess that's all I have for you guys today. Well, this is like a really, really short video this week. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't think I am. Nope. No, I'm not forgetting anything. If you guys are interested in using the Buy Me a Coffee link, I do have it listed below. I think at this point everybody pretty much knows what that is and what it's for. And if you would like to use it, then I totally appreciate it, but it's completely not necessary. So yeah, I think that is it. Now that I've rambled. I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you are enjoying fall weather, whatever it may be. For me, I'm really glad it's landing a little bit crisper in the air. It makes me want to go buy pumpkins, but you know, what am I going to do with a bunch of pumpkins? So maybe I'll get to go buy pumpkins or see pumpkins with the niece and nephews. Maybe we'll do pumpkin carving on the 30th. That would be fun. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great week. And until I see you again, which I hope I see you again on Friday instead of Sunday this week. But until I see you again, please remember to be content, be kind, and be crafty. This is Carla. Bye.